That is our cabbage sausage stew with dumplings. Look at that. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Now, if you're into budget meals, cheapish cooking, big pot meals with big flavour that feed a family, this one's for you. We are making a cabbage and sausage stew. We're making it with dumplings. We are not using the standard suet that we would normally use. We are going to make it with self-raising flour and butter. Everybody can make the dumplings. So it's a stew, and you know, cabbage never tasted as good. Let's get on and do it. Come on. So we're making a stew. I've peeled my potatoes. Let's just cube them up, yeah? Cube them up and chuck them back in that bowl. So there's nothing fancy in this. We just want some cubed potatoes. Back in there. Nicely, nicely. An onion. Again, you want to cube it. Doesn't matter how big, it's going in a stew. Back in there. This cooking doesn't get much easier, to be honest. What a carrot. Now you can cut it across like that, not a problem. Slice it that way, or you can cut it into cubes. It doesn't matter. It's entirely up to you. Cabbage, any which way you want. Boil the stalk, cut the stalk out, do whatever you want. That's entirely up to you. Cube it up, put it in there. Nothing flashy on this, just cut through that cabbage. Grab a bowl. Put the cabbage in there. Garlic. Just a little quick mashing. Big or small as you like, as usual. That will do. That's it, that's our veggies done. Okay, let's bring in a pan. Okay, in there, a little bit of water. We're going to boil and fry our sausages in there. A little bit of oil. Sausages in. Now this is a very thin type pan. It might not do a good job, this. These sausages could burst. So as you know, on this channel, I've shown you so many times before, when we boil the sausages like this, the filling swells up inside. It maximizes our sausage, and all we do is just give it a little turn over. Turn it over in there. I can feel that these are definitely gonna stick. Okay, we turn it over and then we fry it in the oil after the water has evaporated. That way we get the best out of our store-bought sausages. And what we'll do is we'll fry them, get a bit of colour. We're going to take them out, we're going to slice them up. We'll dice them into fairly big chunks, and then they're going to go back in. Now this takes about 5 or 6 minutes, to be honest. So all you do is keep giving them a little turn round, a turn over, so they actually cook all the way through from all sides. Okay, when you've got a little bit of colour on your sausages, we can drop them out of there onto a board. What we're going to do is cut those and chuck them back in. A little bit of colour looks an awful lot better. Onion in there. I want to chuck some butter in here as well, actually. In there, a little bit of butter. A little saute on those onions, come on. A little bit of salt. In there, garlic. A little cooking on that garlic. Let's take that rawness out. Carrots. Potatoes. Now, it doesn't really matter what order you put this in. Just get it in. Let's start putting our cabbage in. Now we're using a bit of stock, so we're going to splash some stock in. Help start this off. So we want to be going in there with some seasoning, a little bit of dry thyme, a little bit of salt, not too much, pepper, a little bit of sweet paprika, a little splash of Worcester sauce. Now with this you can put caraway seeds in as well if you so wish. You know, some people don't like the flavour, others do. In there with the rest of that stock. Right, I've got a little bit of beef broth made out of beef gravy powder. That's going in. We're just going to pep it up a little bit, you know. Optional extra, you don't have to. But you know, if you want some flavour in here, stock cube, anything. 1 heaped tablespoon tomato puree or tomato paste. Put that depth in there. Stir it all in. And that's our fabulous cabbage stew. Now I'm thinking we don't need too much more fluid at the moment, because fluid's going to come out of the cabbage, the potatoes, so it should give us enough in there to cook our dumplings. We're going to slice our sausage and return the sausage. As big as small as you like too. If you want little bits in there, put little bits in. I'm going for 4 good chunks out of the sausage. So we want to be returning our sausage in there. So bring that in. Now we want to turn this down for a simmer, and we're going to cook this for about 20 minutes, somewhere around about there, 15-20 minutes, until those potatoes are soft, softish. Okay, we don't want them turning to mush, so we want them softish, and then we're going to put our dumplings in here. Turn it down to a simmer, stick a lid on. Okay, so let's just push that to one side. Self-raising flour. I've got a little bit of salt. Now what they say is use cold butter. Now to me it doesn't really matter. You know, warm butter, cold butter, it still works, but let's grate the butter. Okay, so we're going to grate that in there. Now that is going to replicate suet. Okay. Hands in. Now this is my way. Some people would just stir this around, but I like to bring all this mix together like I would if I was using suet. Again, people don't do it with suet, they just stir it in. I like to bring it in so it's like breadcrumbs, and we've distributed the actual fats all the way through the flour. It's up to you, do it your own way. You'll find a way that works. Okay, that'll do it. In there with some water. And we want to start to bring this in to a dough. Now what you don't do with dumplings, even though they're made from butter, you don't work them too much. Okay, you've got to just bring it in loosely, because if you work it too much you end up with like stodgy dumplings, which it's like eating the bottom of a flip-flop. So nice and steady, just bring it together loosely like that. Okay, and now you want to divide that into how many dumplings that you want to put into your pan. Now let's just come in there. So that's about half, that's about half, there's two. Now don't squash them up, just bring them in. So it's just a gentle one really. Okay, now of course you could make these herby dumplings if you'd have mixed some herbs into the mix. Just keep giving it a gentle stir, just in case anything's dropped down to the bottom. Oh, look at that. That looks a bit special. We've got our sausages there, look. Oh, cabbage, potatoes, carrots, seasoning. Oh, it looks spectacular. And soon it's going to have our dumplings. So our fork is just going in those potatoes, look, just. It's going to take about 15 minutes to cook our dumplings. It's a quick, easy one, this, isn't it? Okay, in there, our dumplings. Just like that. Lid on. I'll let them do the thing. Now what you don't do now, you do not take that lid off for 15 minutes. Okay, I think those dumplings are looking a bit special. We've had 15 minutes, that's good enough. Let's have a look in here. Well, we can see through the glass. But look at those. Sensational. Come on, let's get it served up. Come on there. That is our cabbage sausage stew with dumplings. Look at that. Come on, so easy. Cabbage never tasted as good as this. Come on. Cabbage, sausage, dumplings. Dumplings made out of butter. Look at these. Oh yeah, lightweight, lightweight. Oh, delicious. We've got our sausage. It's just fabulous. It really is fabulous. It's an easy, comforting meal to make. You don't have to have expensive beef, you know, a packet of sausages. You've still got a fantastic cabbage and sausage stew. You don't have a packet of suet. You've got some self-raising flour and some butter. And you've got dumplings. Look at these. Lightweight. Fabulous. There you go, a nice easy one to do. Cabbage and sausage stew with dumplings. If you like what we're doing, tell your friends how easy it is to make this. In fact, get your friends round, make a big pot, all share and enjoy. Reasonably cheap to make. If you like what we're doing, big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, catch you in the next video.